Alright, so when I was a kid, Back to the Future 2 painted what I thought was a very realistic portrait of the future. We're here now, I'm kind of disappointed. Still no hoverboard, but anyway, I want to know, just being on set, now what is one kind of thing that was on set as a prop, or any piece of technology outside of time travel, of course, in Back to the Future 2 that you're amazed is real today, and what's one piece of technology that was in Back to the Future 2 that we still don't have that we wish we did?
Was there any piece of technology in Back to the Future 2 that you're amazed is now real, and is there any piece of technology you thought would exist that doesn't exist?
I know that the one that they claim is the best is this TV screen with a bunch of stuff on it. You know, like different TV screens in Back to the Future. That was pretty much the best they got. The flying cars is not happening. And they keep putting it in movies. They keep saying it's going to happen and it never happens.
Well, what's the company that makes sneakers?
Nike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nike has come up with a sneaker that sort of ties itself.
Yeah, just like the power laces.
That's where science is caught up with Back to the Future.
But I think they did that only because of Back to the Future, because they were, you know, they thought they'd get to there, but they never did. The rehydrating pizza, not so much.
I was going to say what Chris said, so I have nothing to say now.
By the way, we still have 2 years for those hoverboards to come out. All right, right over here. We're done here, so just here. We're going to finish these guys
Thank you
out.
for taking the time to come see all us. We love you.
We love you.
I've got a question for you. In your time during the 3 movies, who was the biggest practical joker on the set?
Who was the biggest practical joker on the
You
set?
had a lot of great outtakes.
I'd say Michael, for sure.
Yeah.
He was definitely the funniest guy.
Thanks for coming out. It's great having you all here. I'm a huge fan of the series, and I've seen some of your other stuff that you've done, with the exception of Miss Wells, of course, because you just recently went back to acting. But I was just wondering, Bob Gale once said that the inspiration for the first film and eventually the series was the thought of what it would be like to go to high school with his father. And I was just wondering, if you had the chance, if time travel actually existed, would any of you really want to attend high school with your parents if you were the same age that they were?
I would. I want to see my dad in high school. I would.
Yeah.
Just like to visit for a moment and then leave.
It's really a heartbreaking concept, especially, since my father's gone. Like, it's an interesting idea. I would go back to see him again. It's a really beautiful concept. I don't know, I would go.
They never went the day before.
I don't think so. No, I'm afraid I might misbehave, and maybe they would misbehave. I don't know.
And then I had one more for Miss Wells. I was wondering if you could tell us what it was like to work on the video game and Return to Jennifer Parker a couple of years ago.
That was so much fun. I was so blessed to have that opportunity. I never thought I'd get to be Jennifer again, and just to be Jennifer, it just all came back to me like there was no time that had gone by. So that was absolutely awesome. I loved working with Chris and seeing him again. So it was super awesome, great. Though I don't know how to do computers well enough to access the game, so I've never actually seen it.
Okay, absolutely no pressure at all. You have the last question right here.
Easy. It's about the car. Did any of them actually run? Were they really DeLoreans? Did anybody get to drive it? And did you find people sneaking around checking the spare tires? Only people who saw it live will get that. That's a joke.
I don't know about the tires, but I think I did get the chance to drive it. Yeah. I remember once driving it,
You backed it out of the driveway and drove in.
yeah, maybe somewhere else. I don't know if you were in the car with me. It
I was at one point, when we backed it going forward.
You and Einstein, that little dog, was in, maybe it was with you. No? What was it? It was a woman.
Maybe it was Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, there's an idea. And the dog was in the car with us, and we had to have the windows open because it was required that they be, the windows were closed because it had to be, for whatever reason. And the dog had not showered for a long time. And it was pretty putrid. It was tough.
Well, I've test driven a DeLorean, and I know they're not the most comfortable cars. Was it pretty uncomfortable having to shoot all those scenes, like having just so many scenes in that DeLorean, and being really kind of hyper and active when you're doing it?
No. I was too worried about
Stinky dog?
about a dog or forgetting my lines or something. So.
I'm so amazed Michael and I could fit in the passenger seat comfortably.
All right, last thing, what are you all doing right now? Or what's everybody doing? Catch us up. What's going on?
I have a TV show called Switched at Birth. It's on Monday nights. And I have a movie called The Trouble with the Truth, which is coming on TV soon. And I think that's it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to do a play in New York, which is kind of scary, but I'm going to do it. What's it called? It's a very popular title. The Caucasian Chalk Circle.
Greg, right? Greg, yeah. Well, for me, what I'm doing right now, I'm enjoying life. I'm shoveling snow up in the Adirondacks. I'm bringing in the wood. I'm eating good in front of the fireplace and feeling very grateful for all of it.
For me, for the last 21 years and a month and a half, I've had the greatest men's clothing store in the whole wide world in Studio City called Armani Wells. And it's high-end clothing at discount prices. And like someone mentioned, I've just started acting again. I recently played the commander of a starship in, I think it's called Alien Starship or something. I've done a couple of films lately that are all sci-fi type movies. And interested in what else is out there for me.
Well, I think I can speak for everybody here when I say that I hope you guys will come back